SRL fans, and sorry for that first minute of no sound. Some minor technical difficulties in the box. A bridge version of what you missed. Resident Big Dog Snicko Balbroa back in Auckland Stadium. Very happy to be here. Joined by Dom Young, and we think this is going to be a blockbuster. And the Warriors have certainly had a great start to their game. Got on the field, full field of the set, as McCartney cleans up a fifth tackle, and they kind of ruined that one. But it was a very enterprising set. Dom, we were speaking briefly before anyone could hear us. Who's your matchup for this game?
I was talking about the fullbacks, battle of the fullbacks, Barnes and MBT. They're both consistently doing damage to opposition. So hopefully we could see a bit of a battle here. Yeah,
I think we're sure to see fireworks between both sides. I think both these guys have scored upwards of 5 tries in single games before, so they have the potential to go big as Delaney takes a little bit up there. It'll just be about whether either of these teams can put their fullbacks in a position to fly here tonight. Personally, I'm looking forward to Pat Corcoran up against Sonny Tyre. Sonny, of course, transitioned to that lock position last week. Had a bit of an easy game against the Cowboys, but the Warriors promised to be a much sterner defensive team, and I think that Pat Corcoran has been a good lock for a very long time, and he's going to have something to say to Sonny about these halves. I think they can just switch into this primary role as Marcus Square beats one tackler there, brought down. New haircut for Marcus Square as well. He's been rocking it for a couple of weeks. The old ball cutters. Now Chance Bunce goes straight through the line. Dom spoke about him, and there he is, met by MBT. And that'll be something that we see over and over again tonight, I think, as now the Warriors work at left. John McCartney goes to a flat-footed David Tiawa, or as we heard last week, David Tiwawa. A few pronunciation difficulties now as Corcoran gets the ball turned inside. A good set here from the Warriors. They're going to play it just about on that 30-metre line as Logan Strange pushes forward here. The big OG plays it 29 metres out from the line. So potential for a bomb kick here if they can work it. They go short side to Aaron White, who gets a smothered kick. Batchable comes down with it. And that's not the end of the set that the Warriors wanted, Dom.
Yeah, no, again, it looks promising. Major runs there, especially from Barnes, and just couldn't capitalize on points for the second straight set. Hopefully the Sharks can mirror what the Warriors did and actually score some points in the set. Okay.
Yeah, they've just sort of been working it up and down the field both sides. I'd say the Warriors have had the better of the field position so far, but this will help. Batchagalupi makes a great little line break. Batchagalupi's going to score a try out of nothing for a rookie halfback who's only been there for a couple of games with Sonny Tyre's departure, and that's exactly why they put him there. A great run from Christian.
Yeah, just turning Chance Buns into absolute dust there, and that's a great try from Batchagalupi in the 7th spot. He looks comfortable already into the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure about turning Chance Buns into dust. We'll just show some respect to one of the greatest fullbacks in SRL history, but he did go around him there. And yeah, good running halfback, I guess, Batchagalupi. I haven't seen a whole lot of him in the halves, but looks very promising for what I've seen so far as he kicks his own goal there. And this is exactly the start that the Sharks wanted.
100%, they're pushing for that final spot, and lately they've been very inconsistent this season, going from minor premiers last season to, I think they're 12th on the ladder at the moment. So with a win here, they could push their final chances here.
Yeah, they're just sitting in that logjam at the moment. There's a lot of teams between 9th and 13th, I think, stuck between 10 and 8 points. So yeah, very vital for both of these teams to get a win as Delaney goes off to Kausikia. And yeah, the Sharks, they couldn't have wished for a better start. They've repelled the Warriors a couple of times. And as soon as they got some good field position, pounce with Batchagalupi with that tremendous runners. Now Sabbath Dua takes one, and they're just going to want to complete after points here as Kausikia gets the offload away to Malchus. He gets a little line break now, Malchus, playing in that left second row jersey, of course. He had a monster game once there for Queensland, ran for 330 metres, so we know how good he could be. As now Sabbath Dua gets a bump on. Chance Bunch caught up on twice in a row to make tackles. Some great stuff from the Sharks here so far early in this game. As now Delaney goes for a little run, wants to repeat what Batchagalupi does, but instead gets tackled, so he's out of the game in terms of kicking this play. They go right out of Sonny Tyre, and he puts a little grubber in. Not a bad one. Cleaned up though by Kiwi captain John McCartney. And that's a good defensive set for the Warriors. They escaped that one well.
Yeah, again, the Sharks looks very look dangerous again for the second straight set, and usually the Warriors come out firing and pumping in the first half, and they sort of lose their guard towards the second half. But this game, they haven't come out with much fire as they have the last couple of weeks to go.
Yeah, they've just sort of been working their way into this game, and I think they'll continue to do so as Logan Strange goes to Lockyer, and that's a nice little run from Lockyer. The hooker turn prop gets him to about that halfway jersey. He really got him out of trouble there, Lockyer, with that run. They're going to need a big kick from, it looks like it's going to be Caval who does it. Great kick down the field. Picked up by Michael Kremple. You know how dangerous he can be. He goes straight past Akatank. Brought down though eventually by Lachlan Lockyer, who backs up his great attacking work with a nice little kick chase there. But the Sharks have got some good field position to start the set, and that's going to help. Kaskia straight down Highway 1. The middle of the field just opened up for him there. And the Warriors are going to have to tighten that up because that's first batch of the rookie. Now Kaskia. And now Sonny Tyre with some breaks. Chance Bunce goes for the ankle tap. It slows him down just enough for the cover defense to get there, but it's only third tackle now, and the Sharks are working with it. And they go short ball against Sabathua. The short pass is just tearing the Warriors apart at the moment. There's just no answer for it. Some great ball play coast to the line. Fourth tackle now, they go left. Delaney plays a short ball to Bobby Werman. And of course, on that left-hand side for the Sharks is the second row primary up against Akatank, the other second row primary. So interesting to see how that one will play out as the match goes on here. Fifth tackle now for the Sharks. They put up a bomb. It looks to be pretty deep, and it is. Hone King comes down with it. And that'll be 7 tackles for the Warriors. And the Sharks are starting to look dangerous.
Yeah, and they've been really firing. Lockyer, big run there. They've been really firing in the first 12 minutes, and being a regular for the Warriors games, the fans, Marcus squares away. The fans have always been pumping them up, but they've been very disappointed the first 13.
Geez, that's a bit harsh. I'm not sure I'd say disappointing. I just think the Sharks have played reasonably well. There's now the Warriors get into some pretty good field position, and this is probably the first time they've had a real decent crack at the line. With some repeat tests as McCartney now pushes forward. He's going to be brought down 12 metres out from the line.
Back to 10.
3 tackles left here. They go short side. Tiawa goes out to Hone King, and he scores straight away. Too easy for Hone King. He gets a bit of ball, and that just shows the Warriors are here to play tonight.
Yeah, Hone King just doing side steps and Tony Snicker. Usher was just caught. He wasn't just that magnetic. Referencing another Usher artist over there, but he wasn't magnetic, and that play was absolutely naughty.
Yeah, Hone King saw Usher and just said, "Daddy's home." Strolled in for the try. It's going to be Rohan Caval to kick this one now. And it's a pretty tough kick on that left-hand touchline. He's going to look to curve it right to left. Well, it looks pretty good. Swing him back there. Great kick from Rohan Caval to draw this up at 6-all. And the Warriors are right back in this one. It'll be Batchigalupa to kick us off. And what do you think from the Sharks here, Dom? What do they need to do to get back in this game?
Yeah, just need a bit of composure in themselves, score a try and defend a couple of sets, have a lead for a couple minutes. Oh my!
He's not there.
Yeah, nice little run there for the Warriors, and I think you're right, Dom. They're just going to want to work their way back into this game. Normally it's the Sharks that smell blood in the water, but the Warriors are looking good right now, and I think that the leadership of the Warriors, and there he is, Chance Barnes goes straight through. I was about to say him and McCartney will work some magic, and a great set after point so far for the Warriors. I've looked to convert. They go left now out to Lockyer. He goes to Logan Strange, and he runs into the big shoulders of...
Forward. Hold the pen.
I'm actually not 100% sure who that is. Anyway, now Caval goes short ball out to Corcoran. He's unable to do anything, but fifth tackle inside the 10, always a dangerous proposition here, especially with the kicking game that both these Warriors halves have. They go 2 pass out to Caval. He puts up a one. It's a little bit short, unfortunately. Tiawa comes down with it, though, but he's going to be wrapped up there in a good tackle.
I'm excited to see what the props come in at the 20-minute mark. Snooker, you're a captain of the Dolphins. What would you say for a captain for both teams? What would you need to be telling the boys?
Release.
Well, it's 6-all. I'd be both these guys. You just got to trust your process. The game's a long time left to go in this game, and 20-minute prop subs, half-time subs. There's a lot to happen in this game. No team yet really making errors. They're both sort of just going set for set, and that's what you need to do. The side that can go the longest without blinking is the one that will win here tonight.
That's wisdom. That's absolute wisdom right there.
Yeah, we just saw the two captains meet. Sonny Tyre against Chance Bunce, and now Patrick Galupi for a double.
Oh, a double.
Patrick Galupi saw Chance Bunce is out of the line, and he just took full advantage straight through a big hole. Ryan Murray blows the whistle, and that's too good from the young halfback there.
It was too sweet. He saw the opportunity. He saw the play opening up for him, and he took it with opening arms. And Bunce, he's been doing his best defensively, offensively. Just again, the Warriors need like I said a couple of weeks ago, there's no I in team, and you got to work together as a team if they want to make the finals.
Yeah, poor Chance Bunce he made the tackle and was still there at mark when Patrick Galupi made the break. So I think Tiawa there had to just do a little bit better on the halfback to try and make some contact and slow him down, because at the moment, Patrick Galupi with the running game, he's out of control, and the Sharks hit right back here, and that's exactly what we're talking about. They went set for set, they got some field position, and now they're back in front.
Exactly right, and I just say, look at the jerseys. They look absolutely phenomenal. They're way better than the tablecloth jerseys they had last season. Falkland. Sorry, I didn't make that.
Yeah, anyway, now as Patrick Galupi takes the kick off, he goes to have a throw, and it was him that
That's one.
Logan Strange ran into it just a moment before. Anyway, as they're going now, he's going to have 40 seconds left before he goes off the field, and Kausakia gets a nice run. The props from both teams have been pretty strong here tonight. Sort of holding each other well, as now Sonny Tyre plays a little short ball to Malchus, and we don't forget it was Sonny Tyre's great run that set up that try. He was the one that got the line break, leading to Patrick Galupi. Now they play a little inside ball. Nahina Braun, Thompson brought down. That's his first touch of the game, which you don't see too often for the Sharks vice captains. We see those props leave the field, and they work it right now, the Sharks, out to Patrick Galupi, and that's a great tackle from David Tiawa. He's going to need more of that in this game if they're going to stop this rampaging Sharks halfback. But what they have done is they've kept the Sharks well in their own half. So Sonny Tyre's got a kick in. Chance Bunce is going to pick this up and get back pretty far. Great tackle from Drew Matthews. I thought he was all money to beat that first line of defence, but instead brought down on his 30-metre line. As we see Ginger Palmer and
he's out there. 2.
Rex Slattery, I believe that is run on for the Warriors, and they'll be looking to make an impact. As Corcoran now, he just gets monstered in a tackle there. You don't see that too often for the Warriors stalwart. Brought down just through his halfway. Now they work it right out to Joe Turner Jr. He's been very good in that 12 jersey this season. A couple of weeks ago, scored a well-deserved double, I believe. As now Rex Slattery fresh on the field with a great break, and Slattery, of course, he's been passed around a little bit by these two teams, at the Warriors, then to the Sharks, and now he's back at the Warriors. So knows both of these teams very, very well. McCartney with a kick down to Michael Crimpin, a great tackle from Akatank, and the Sharks would just look to work this out, you'd think, Dom.
Right.
Yeah, they have the lead. I think they need to keep it for a little bit longer. They don't even have to score. Just maintain the lead just until half time. I think they can well and so do that. So hopefully they get some good position, maybe a good kick, force them back to their own half.
Yeah, it's a long time till half time. Still 17 minutes left in this game. A lot of footy yet to be played. So if they do go on the lead, it will be very well done by the Sharks, as they do get over that halfway pretty nice, and MBT beats one there. Huge right foot step, but straight into some other defenders. Now, 5th tackle here for the Sharks. They're going to go right to kick it. It's Anthony Delaney, and he goes downfield to Marcus Square. They've made a bit of a target of him so far in this game, and we get to see him really make a big line break like we know that he can. He's been wrapped up pretty well by Bobby Werman on that left-hand edge, right-hand edge for the Sharks. Now Raymond takes a run. The centre turn hooker doing good things for the Warriors this season. He was a late pickup, as now Cavall goes right to the line before he dishes off to Ginger Palm. Resplendent with that red hair, very hard to miss, and he plays it right on the 40-metre line. And now McCartney goes to Tiawa, and we want to see him explode tonight. Tiawa, the home fans love him, and he can do big things in that 11. And I reckon tonight could be his night, as now Bunce gets it. He plays very, very low ball to Cavall, who didn't know it was coming, caught flat-footed. And so that takes him out of commission for the kick. Looks like it might be Corcoran lined up there who's going to take it. And that's where they go, but instead he's going to run it. Patrick Corcoran on the last, get a bit adventurous, goes back to Levi Raymond. Look, it takes out the kick return, but it means the Sharks are going to start with it on their 35 metres.
Yeah, it gives them a little bit more field position, but that's sad that they don't make a big run from the kick return there. So, Stick, I think the Sharks, they're playing their game, and I think the Warriors are starting to play their own game as well. They're trying to get a little bit of razzle-dazzle footy in them, and the Sharks are playing their traditional play through the middle type of footy. For Michael Crimp, though, just a run there.
What did he say?
Yeah, right. I think that's a good way to put it. The Sharks just banging down the front door at the moment. Holes in between their halves and second rowers, and they're exploding them. Whereas, yeah, the Warriors, they're trying to make their line breaks. They're trying to force them, and I think that's what you need to do when you're behind in the SRL. Is MBT plays it. They go left now to Bachigalupi, and he runs again. Bachigalupi got the fantastic offload away to Wakabayashi, who's brought down. Bachigalupi really leaving his mark on this game so far. Doesn't want to kick it, doesn't want to pass it, but put the ball in his hands and watch that man run. Speaking of runs, Rex Slattery, the great one, to start the set for the Warriors.
Yeah. Let him go. One. Release.
And now they spin it right. Caval goes out to Joe Turner Jr. He goes straight into a stern Sharks defense, unable to really get going. A few offside players there, but instead they go to Akatank. The big second rower gets a sidestep on. He went straight around Michael Crimp before Bobby Werman picked him up. Now they go back out left. Caval straightens. Brought down a good tackle by Delaney. Fourth tackle now for the Warriors. Out to Corcoran. He gets a nice fend on. Corcoran's going to put him in good field position. Offload to Levi Raymond. 15 metres out from the line here. A good kick here could result in points. Looks like McCartney's shaping up, and that's where they go. He puts up a bomb. All that's very well placed. Where's Chance Bunce? Is he out the back? No chases at all. It was well placed, that kick by John McCartney, but just didn't have any height on it.
Yeah, that's been a common theme for the Warriors this season. Good bombs, just not many good kick chases to help put a bit of pressure on the Sharks, and it was easy pickings for MBT there, and yeah, they're gonna put some pressure on the Sharks because, like I said, they're gonna play for the middle and they're gonna play their own game, the traditional side of footy, and they're gonna go up their way and they're gonna score potential points.
Yeah, Nathan Walsh was a great run there, and once again it was David Tiawa who just sort of watched him go past. Not something you see often from the great man, so we'll be looking to fix that one up. As now Bachigalupi goes to Barisic, and he's going to be brought down in the middle of the field. Only fourth tackle here, so they've still got 2 to go here, the Sharks. And it looks like they want to spend one going left. 2 pass out to Malchus. He's brought down a good tackle. They're in position to bomb if they want it. We see the halves getting in position, and they go to Delaney. He does want the bomb, and that's really well placed as well. Hone King underneath it, but instead the bat back. Ginger Palm, right place, right time. Try save, mate.
Here's tackle 1, 2.
That's how you do a kick chase. Yeah.
He has now Rex Slattery. Man, that man can make a line break. Calling Forrest Gump tonight. All he wants to do is run. Goes down for his 3rd line break of the game. And a great 19-minute stint for him so far. There's still 8 minutes of it left to go. We'll have to see his numbers at half-time. It'll be fantastic. And now Tiawa wants some grunt work straight through the middle. Brought down on the 40-metre line. The Warriors are inching their way into some good field position. Cabal goes out to Chance Bunce. He goes wide to Marcus Square, and he might go out. No. The big bald head stays in touch, just. And now the Warriors are going to have to work it left. That's exactly where they go. Raymond to Slattery. And he, for once, is unable to make a line break. Going to be brought down on the 20-metre line. But this is bomb territory if they want it. McCartney to the left. They go to the right instead. Cabal puts in a grubber. And Bobby Werman comes up with it and beats the first man in defence as well. A pretty good end of the set for the Warriors, but unfortunately it was just 10 metres shy where they wanted to be.
It was a bit different, that play on the 5th tackle. Grubber to the corner. I don't really see that much sort of kick down that side really ever in the SRL. So interesting. They're going to a different direction here, the Warriors.
Yeah, unfortunately the Chasers just weren't able to pounce on it, and so the Sharks defused it relatively easily. And now they go inside border MBT, and he gets a nice little break on. Chance Bunce meets him though. And isn't he doing a lot of defensive work so far? The Warriors line a bit Swiss cheese looking at the moment. But Chance Bunce caught into effect very, very often. As Delaney goes across field, Hone King's going to settle underneath it. And take it he does. And he goes straight past one. Hone King, almost a full race. He's another player that's sort of been in and about both these sides. He was at the Sharks for a while. Ooh, good catch from Ginger Palm. Now he's back at the Warriors. So a few players that have played for both teams here. Sonny Time might have played for the Warriors, not 100% sure. We know he is Kiwi inclined sometimes, although he's going to captain Australia, so what do I know? Slattery plays it. The potential for a 40-20 there, but they didn't want it. Cavallo instead takes the hit up.
Get back, look at me.
They could still go for it. It's not too.
Yeah, just a little bit far out now as Akatang's brought down on the 40-metre line. But unfortunately, the opposition 40-metre line, so no 40-20. They're going to have to punt here, the Warriors. And they go to McCartney to do so. Big Mac puts down a nice kick to Thomas Usher. Yet to see him get a lot of ball here tonight, but he beats the first one there very well. Bunce brings him down pretty easily, though. He sort of read that one coming. And once the end, the Sharks will be working it out of their danger zone.
2 hands away.
And it's going to be Batchgalupi out to Delaney. So the halves linking up there for a nice little run. Brought down 39 metres out from his line. Now they go right. Bobby Werman inside ball to Sonny Tyron. He's unable to get any real momentum. Just wrestles forward in that tackle as hard as he can. Now Delaney goes a little short ball to Malcolm. Could have sworn there was a knock on there. He gets the offload out to Werman. No harm, no foul in the end, I suppose. He picks it up off his bootlaces. And it's going to be Sharks in position to kick. 3 minutes left in this half. Could be the last time they get the ball. They're going to want a big kick chase here on big Marcus Square. He comes steaming down the field. Straight past one. Got past Bobby Werman, but a great kick chase there. And that'll stifle the Warriors. But now Bunce. Oh, I thought we were going to see a line break there, but he's unable to do one. So great defense from the Sharks so far. Keeping the Warriors in their zone. Levi Raymond throws a big dummy to the left, gets the fend on. He spotted something out of half there. Might have been the player running off the field, so he had to hold the ball. Now Akatank gets it. What's he doing in the middle there? He goes out of chance, Bunce on the left-hand side of the field. He breaks a couple of tackles. The Warriors are here to play. A minute and a half left in this game, but they want some points. They got left again now. Logan Strange gets the big bump on. And they're in position for a kick here, the Warriors, if they want it. A minute 10 left in this game. A great time to score. Left in this half, sorry. Great time to score if they want it. And McCartney puts up a bomb. Yeah, unfortunately, just not quite deep enough. And Jake Hitchens comes down with it. And you got to think this will take us through to half time.
Yeah, that play, I honestly thought they were going to be dangerous. Maybe get a goal line dropout there, but just it was too short. Malchus.
Yeah, great offload rate of Kafka now. So the Sharks just pinching off some meters on half time. You got to think it won't eventuate into nothing. Will he even have time to play the ball? He does just. So they go right now. Last tackle. Delaney just takes it up. And we'll go into half time here. The Cronulla Sharks up 12 points to 6 against the home side.
Hello, NRL Hotel. How can I help?
Yeah, g'day. I'd like to organise an early checkout, please.
How does the 60-minute mark of the grand final sound?
Perfect.
But I booked a final spot in round 10.
So it looks like that was cancelled in round 13. So if you could just move aside, though, we've got some genuine top 8 teams about to check in. There you go.
What?
All the best.
Really?
Penthouse.
Oh, you have got to be joking.
Going up the was?
Nah, down.
Yo!
So we've had some complaints. Is there any chance you can wrap this party up soon?
Yeah, sure. Just give us another couple of seasons, all right?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Is that all you're going to do to stop them?
Better than you managed.
Yes, rooms. Yeah, send up another 5 utility players, please.
Right away, sir. And shall I send up some more Panthers?
Ooh, sounds delish.
Any baggage, sir?
Yeah, heaps.
Try 38 years worth.
Jeez Louise.
Can I help you?
Yeah, actually, got any wins against top 8 teams in here somewhere?
No, just have towels.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back, SRL fans. A blockbuster developing. It's just been bubbling away all first half. Both teams really trying to get ahead in this game, but it was the Sharks who were going into halftime, the leaders, up 12 points to 6 against the Warriors. Interestingly enough, we saw some stats at halftime, no errors from either team. So it just shows you how much both of these teams wanted and how important this game is. We also saw Rex Slattery had 108 metres in just the 18 minutes, so a monster stick from him, but nonetheless, it's the Sharks who are leading at the moment, and a nice little run there from Anderson straight after the break with a tackle break. But going into the second half, Don, where do you think both teams will look to win this game?
Keep going.
I think the Sharks just going to continue keeping the lead, maintaining it. They've been defending well. Bunce, they've been maintaining Bunce to a standard where MBT's away. Bunce is still playing well, but he's just not, you know what I mean? Like, he's not that dangerous because they're maintaining it decently. And the Warriors, again, they're going to play through their star players, and they're going to keep adding points to tally.
Yeah, as Lockie now picks one up here, he's going to go for a bit of a scamper downfield, and I think you're right. He had 4 line breaks, 100 something metres Bunce, but we had to see a real destructive run from him. One of those length of the field efforts that we know he can pull off, and that he does pull off all too often. Yeah, I think that's what the Warriors will be looking for. It'll be him, it'll be Corcoran, it'll be McCartney, it'll be Cabal, and perhaps even David Tiwawa, the Wawa man himself. And Corcoran there is, I spoke about him, he came into existence. And I think that's what they're going to want to do, just really go the distance with this team, take it to the final 10 minutes or so, and just see who wants to pick themselves off the campus one more time and take this game home, because at the moment it looks like an absolute slugfest. Both sides of forwards are just punching through the middle over and over again, and Corcoran there steps up right when the Warriors need him for a little run. So once again, they're in position for a good kick here, the Warriors. Looks like they're going to go to Cabal. That's where they're going. He puts up a very well-placed bomb, but it might be a touch too deep here. It is just, once again, unfortunately, not enough air in that bomber. It's too deep. I'm not sure, but the Chasers can't get there, Dom.
Yeah, again, another kick chase, just not going to the way. Anderson, big run there. Yeah, the Warriors, I think, come finals time, they're going to work on that kick chase, put some pressure again on the Sharks, so they didn't really do in the first half. So we're going to have to see a lot of pressure on the Sharks for some errors.
Yes, Anderson has a nice little break there, and the offload to Bachigalupi. A good thing he didn't get into the backfield, because you know how dangerous he is tonight, but it's only second tackle, and the Sharks are camped in this Warriors red zone. As now they go out to Delaney, and he gets rushed up on there, a great tackle.
Let him go. 3.
Brought down 10 metres out. They go left again now, short side. It's going to be a one-on-one, and it's Michael Krim who's going to try and push for Michael Krim's over there, beat the first man, brute strength to beat the second man. And I think the Sharks have got first points after the break.
That's exactly what the Sharks needed as well. Just points to take some pressure off their own shoulders. And, Krim, he's been consistent as well all season. He's been that good winger that they've needed, and he gets some 4 points.
Yeah, they went to coast there, the Sharks. Picked it up with that 7 tackle, went the field and scored. And when you're doing that, you know that your team's playing well. And I think they can sense blood in the water here, the Sharks. And we know what happens when Sharks not blood, they pounce. And the Warriors are going to have to be wary of that as Bachigalupi looks to make it a 12-point game. Pretty tough kick. He's going to swing it back, but it swung it too far. So a 10-point game here for the Warriors and the Sharks. And danger signs flashing here for the Warriors early in the second half.
You said they went coast to coast. They also went side to side. They started the set on Thomas Usher's side, and they ended it on Michael Krimp. So that's a bit, it's a cool aspect to see the game like that. They can play any side of the ball, and they can score on any side as well.
Yeah, great pick-up they did. They spread the team, didn't they? And then by doing so, they isolated that left-hand side, pulled everyone to the right, then spun it back to the left for some space. And yeah, great play from the Sharks. It's something that the Warriors need to be wary of as they look to get off their own line again. And we've got to hope they don't go coast to coast if you're a Warriors fan. As now Sabbath to making a nice line break, and maybe they will. At the moment, just cutting this Warriors defence to pieces, which is not something you see every day. As now Delaney gets it. He goes out to Cade Cowan, fresh on the field, into that centre jersey. He wants to touch the ball, so he's going to play it now. They go left again. The left-hand side's working, so why stop? Malquest Sadusi gets brought down.
Look at me.
35 metres out from the line here, the Sharks. They've had a great set, and it's doing even better with Michael Krim getting out of half, so they're going to have a chance for a kick now. And this is exactly what the Warriors didn't want, to be defending their line once again. Cade Cowan goes right to Drew Matthews, and he puts in a nice little grabber. Picked up by Brian Thompson, and he's going to score. Coast to coast, back to back. The Sharks can do it all tonight. This is blown out very, very quickly.
Again, that was a great play. I think that was Drew Matthews with a kick there, and really composed that he knew he had time, puts a grubber, and they've been kicking to the sides, but not much down the middle of the Sharks. So when they do, they score. So again, that's a nice play there from the Sharks.
Yeah, the fullback just caught out of position there because they went down the left-hand side and he made the tackle on Grimp. He just wasn't fast enough to get into position to clean up that grubber. Great eyesight from Drew Matthews to capitalise on that one. And yeah, the Warriors, I said it was danger signs before. It's big, flashing red danger signs at the moment. 16 points behind now. Eight minutes in the second half and they've conceded 2 tries already.
And this is what I said before. The Warriors, they sort of shut down for 10 to 20 minutes in the second half, and they just give up points, and hopefully they can change it in the next 30 minutes. They can add some points back on, make it back to a one-try game.
Yeah, they're going to want to ride this roller coaster that is the SRL, and they've taken the down. Now they've got to climb their way back up, because if they don't, the Sharks will just roll away with it. And they're looking good so far this set, as now Kalstikau gets hit up. But one thing the Warriors have done is limited that really early line break in the set. So the Sharks probably won't get into attacking territory. Did I speak too soon? Nahana Broad Thompson with a real good line break there. He's going to be brought down on the 30-metre line. The Warriors in a real dire strait at the moment. Sabbath Dula, great tackle there on him. If he got the little line break there, it could have been lights out for the Warriors, but they're hanging on by the skin of their teeth at the moment. They go left now. Galupi with the bomb, and it could be too shallow. The Warriors could dodge one here. Cade Cowan still comes down with it, but he's wrapped up, and so finally the Warriors get a stop in the second half, and maybe that's a little bit of momentum they can steal away from the Sharks.
Run, Royce! He's now there.
And now they're going to work it right, the Warriors. Cavell goes, got his running game on tonight, but nowhere near as good as Christian Galupi, the star of the night so far for the Sharks, the halfback doing all sorts of things. And now Joe Turner Jr. makes a run, and this is where the Warriors need someone to stand up. They need a big line break to get themselves into some attacking footy. And it's Lockyer who takes the run. Headgear on headgear. He's going to be brought down by Jack Anderson. Not after he pushes forward for some good post-contact meters, though. Now Cavell goes out to Corcoran, and he's going to be brought down. And so not quite in attacking territory, but they're going to make the Sharks work it out of their own end yet again. As Cavell kicks it downfield, down to Thomas Usher, I believe. And it is him, and he goes into a bit of a gap there, Thomas Usher, but Chance not wraps him up. He's had a few sneak peeks, Thomas Usher, of that backfield, but he just can't quite get past Bunce yet, Dom.
Yeah, down that left side of the field, it was the right side of the field last half. Not getting much ball. It's been majority of opposite side of the field. So good to see that Thomas Usher, he's using the ball. He's using the lack of ball to his advantage. He's trying to get past Bunce, and you could see a try coming from him very soon. So, but Bunce has been great defensively all game, so you can't discredit him at all.
Yeah, it's a tough ask to get around Bunce, isn't it? But you're right, Usher's been looking to do so all game. As now Sonny Tyre in the lock, but still kicking, goes down to Marcus Spear, and he gets a nice little run there. So he's seen what Thomas Usher did on the other side of the field and said, whatever you can do, I can do better. A nice little line break from him. Now they go out to Cavell. He gets his running game on yet again, so he wants to punch through that little gap there. But so far, the edge defense of the Sharks holding firm, as now Lockyer takes another hit up. He's been industrious in this stint so far, but the Sharks have contained him pretty well. As now Cavell takes yet another run, goes out to Matt Turner. He's brought down just short of halfway. So at the moment, the Sharks defense very, very firm. As Tiawa gets a bit of a run, and I want to see a big one from him. I love seeing him in the backfield, but we yet to really see it here tonight. And the Sharks have defended him pretty well. So once again, the Warriors kick in. They go deep to McCartney. He's got a big boot on him, and that's exactly what he does, down to Thomas Usher. And he goes straight past Aaron White once. McCartney chases his own kick like all good halves do, and brings Thomas Usher down on the 30-metre line. And I just think, Dom, if the Warriors keep playing this game, they just try and go set for set, they're not going to come up with points, because at the moment the Sharks are doing exactly that and just making bulk meters whenever they need it.
Yeah, it's like a solid wall of defense at the moment. Luke Malkus, big tackle break there. You can't discredit the Sharks at all today. They've been near perfect even. They're just, again, the defense has just been, defense wins premierships. You can see that in any sport, in any, as you see, in any game really. The Sharks have been phenomenal. And we're going to have to see what they can do in the next 20 minutes or so. But Warriors, again, I agree. They're going to do something different. They're doing the same play over and over again. It's almost readable.
Yeah, they need a bit of a shake-up, I think. I agree. As Marcus Ware comes in and gets that one, I just think the one-off game isn't working for them at the moment. They've been beating the forward pack, and they need to either get to the edge or play that little outside-inside ball. I'm not sure what the answer is, but I know that they haven't found it yet, as McCartney plays a late ball to Patrick Walker, and maybe the short balls close to the line could be the answer. We've seen the Sharks doing it all night to great effect, and the Warriors haven't really got the passing game on. Caval yet again takes another hit up, so too much popcorn. He's got butter on his fingers, very sticky at the moment, just doesn't want to pass it. McCartney now goes for a 40-20, looks not great, out on the full from the Warriors, and look, we wanted something different, Dom, but maybe that wasn't it.
Yeah, you gotta approve of the idea. Just the execution just wasn't on form. Again, I think that sums up the Warriors' night. They've just been having all these ideas that just, again, everything just hasn't gone their way, hasn't been their night, and you can't just have that, especially when you're coming close to a final spot, as you said earlier. It's a race to the finals, and a mistake could put you back 5 spots. So, as you see, interception there by Regal.
Yeah, that's exactly right. With how close the ladder is, whichever team loses here tonight, they're going to be set back a fair while as Bunce takes a little run. And yeah, I agree. You got to prove the idea. You got to risk it for the biscuit in the SRL, and that's what McCartney did. But oh no, Thomas Usher takes the intercept. Speaking about risking it, that pass did not need to be thrown. A great read there from Thomas Usher. And just like that, the Sharks are back on the attack. We all know Sharks don't swim backwards, and it's full steam ahead for them at the moment as Matthews takes a run. He's been really good here. There, not a young hooker anymore, but not a veteran like some of these Warriors players, but he's really held it up to us. Now Batchelor goes wide to Hitchens. He goes down the sideline. McCartney's there. Turned on his back eventually. We're going to go upstairs just to check, but I think we have a no try. I disagree with Ant-Man. Yeah, turn on his back there. Honeking gets him. McCartney around the top. And that could be a match saver. Maybe not a match winner, but definitely a match saver, because one more try and that'll be just about be lights out here. As now, Sadith Joy gets it.
Sorry,
he's going to be blood gun. Tell me, Dom.
The Warriors halves, they've been doing heaps of try savers, especially recently. McCartney and Kowal, they've just been stopping tries from occurring, and they've been true saviors of the defense. And error there. That's the first error of the game, I believe, or second error of the game.
Third, I believe. I believe we had 2 intercepts, and then that was the error. But you're right, very, very limited errors in this game so far, and I think that's why it's been such high quality. You can't disparage the Warriors in terms of quality tonight. The Sharks have just been next level, as Akatank had a nice little bump there, and now Tiawa gets it again, and it'll be exactly what Sonny Ty's been looking for here. If they go on and win this game, there's still 20 minutes left, so a long time left in this game. But if they do go on to win, there'll be 2 wins since his switch to lock, so proving a lot of the haters wrong, myself included, in all honesty. I didn't see this move working, but it's paid dividends so far as Tiawa gets the athletic brought down. Just that extra speed in that lock roll has been very, very impactful for the Sharks team, as Regal's going to kick it. And going into finals, you've got to think that's a change that they're going to keep. As now Thomas Usher gets wrapped up there by 2 in the tackle. Aaron White and Dry McCartney are the 2 bros with the long hair, bring him down.
2.
And so it's Barisic who follows up, brought down. He's back on the field now, of course, in the right second row to start the game. Now back on his prop. Werman gets a nice little offload there, so both prop rotations for the Sharks getting touches in consecutive plays. And that's what you need. You want to see him get involved. Now Batchelor, he goes right to the line before he gets out the Hitchens. He goes to Usher. Straight past one on the wing. Hone King, I believe, before Aaron White wraps him up. And now a knock on for the Sharks. So is this the window that the Warriors need, Dom?
Yeah, it's exactly what they need. And
Bunce.
you see Bunce, big run there. They've been composed all night in the last 20 minutes or so. They're losing that bit of composure. They maintain it.
Yes, Tiawa looks to crash over. Turn on his back though. A meter out from the line, and yeah, this is a chance here for the Warriors. McCartney just gets jumped on by the market defense, just too close to the line to do anything. Third tackle now here, so half a set still left to go. They go to Regal, and he just gets pushed backwards by Drew Matthews. Hooker on hooker there. Normally you've got to pay double for that kind of action. Now they go left, out to McCartney. He goes short ball to Tiawa. Is he going to push over here? Tiawa? No, can't sneak a try. We're going to go upstairs just to check. we have no try, and I agree with him. Nice arms on that referee, actually. Good biceps. Anyway, Tiala, turned on his back by some good defence. Batchagalupi, the one who got round his legs. So that'll be 5th tackle, I believe, for the Warriors. Potentially 4th. Yeah, 5th tackle, so they're going to have to kick here. They go to McCartney. He puts in a... No, he drops it clean cold instead. I tried to put in the grubber, but unfortunately not in. That could be the tail of the night. You said it before. Good ideas, Dom, but just the execution. It's been 90% instead of 100% here tonight. What just happened?
He just gave away a
held in tackle, compounding errors. You just don't want to see it.
Yeah, exactly right. They've just been, again, they're having these ideas. It's going to go back to the drawing board. Just going to maybe change a couple combinations, couple of set plays in there. And I don't know if you've been to Cronulla, but they actually have a wall protecting the sand and the water from erosion. I think the Sharks have just brought it into this game. They've been defensively keeping the Warriors from the 10-meter line the entire set is crazy. Like, the Warriors are such a usually electric team that just kept them.
Snake Hitchin gets a little bit of a line break there and almost scored. And you're right, the Warriors are usually electric, but tonight it's the Sharks doing all the damage. Out to Malcolm. He wants to push over. Gets close. No cigar there. 2 shots left for the Sharks. Where do they go? They fly one right. It's going to be Delaney. Both halves now for the Sharks have scored, and it's too easy for them at the moment. Delaney, Jones, Batchagalupi as a try scorer, and that'll just about put a pin in this game.
Yeah, Sharks have been absolutely phenomenal, and they're showing that they're mirroring themselves from last season, Snicko, the minor premiers of the entire league. First on the ladder, finals didn't represent how they were in the regular season, and showing that level of, hey, we're a top 8 team, we deserve to be in the finals, and if we're not in it, this is what you're missing out on. So we're going to have to see how the rest of the season goes for the Sharks after this game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. For a lot of this season, while they've just sort of been floating around, it was a matter of when, not if, they were going to click, and it looks like they've clicked here tonight, which is very dangerous for the rest of the league. Thankfully, we've already played them at the Finn, so very happy to see the Sharks fly now. But you're right, last year's final series wasn't the best for them. MBT injured in the first game, so he missed the second game, and I think it was the Warriors actually who knocked him out. So some sweet revenge here for the Sharks as Sabbath Dua takes a hit up. And
that's your second.
You're right, Sharks are a team that you want to see in the finals. They can play some very exciting football. Personally, I wouldn't want to come up against them, but for other teams to play, very exciting.
3.
As now NBT just gets wrapped up in a monster tackle there by the Warriors. So they've turned out with some resolve this set. Unfortunately, it could be too little too late as Batchagalupi goes for a 40-20. Well shallow, but a nice angle on it. Yeah, it pulls into touch. So a nice touch finder there from Batchagalupi, and it means that we're going to have a set defensive line. No kick returns here for the Warriors. Do you reckon that was a tactic, Dom, or do you reckon that was just a failed 40-20?
Give it a bit of both, Slicko. But you know what? I think that actually results in probably a better result anyway for them. I think they just become, they set themselves defensively. They put them, they feel what they're going to do the entire night, and that was maintain the Warriors, and that's what they've done. That was the game plan heading into the game. Like I said, defense wins premierships, and they're doing that this game.
Yeah, that's definitely right. I think they've been really resilient in the defensive line. They've turned the Warriors on their back multiple times when they're in the goal, and they just are really showing up and showing that they want to be a team to be counted when the stakes are high later on in the season. And the Warriors, I think you said it best, they'll be back to the drawing board. We know how much John McCartney likes to cook in the lab, and he'll have some answers for this one, I would imagine. And then we might see some team list changes. If I know Dry, like I think I do, we could see some team list changes next week.
And I think from finals time, I think that's exactly what you need. Just a little tweak could unlock, many possibilities. It could make you a far better team than what you currently are. And we've seen that throughout the SRL. We've seen that through last year. The Bulldogs, the Storm, the good teams in SRL. They always tweak their lineups and they always become an even better team. And you mentioned before, you face the Sharks. I think you face them next week. So that's going to be a big ask from us to beat, again, informed Sharks team. So I'd like to see how that goes.
Yeah, exactly right. And they're back on the attack again. And it's going to be Delaney who puts up a bomb. Very well placed here. MBT is lurking for the back. And that's where it goes. Steps on. MBT gets a double. we spoke about the fullback battle earlier, and he's won this one. Knockout punch in the third round, sends Bunts flying there, and that'll be a try for double for MBT, I believe, and the Sharks running away with it, swimming away with it.
Exactly right, and I knew that. I thought in the first 20 minutes, I thought Bunts was winning it. Thought MBT was very quiet come the first 20 minutes, but I think we're seeing that he was just preserving his energy for the other 60 minutes of the game, and I think MBT, he's one of the smartest players in the SRL, so good on him. He gets a double tonight.
Yeah, and 34 points to 6. It's good for the for and against as well. And what do you think teamless changes that the Warriors could make next week potentially are, Dom?
Well, we saw massive impact from Rex Slattery in that first 20 minutes or so he was on. He had 103 meters, and I don't think he's come back on this game. And having someone like him who was dominating the game when he was on there, it was 12-6 at halftime. He comes off, and they sort of lost that, that passion, the blood, the anger from someone like Rex Slattery. And Sharks. I don't think the Sharks are going to do any changes. I think their team list is good.
Yeah, no, Sharks locked in. You win by 30 points, you don't change your team, that's for sure.
Exactly right, yeah.
I'm not sure I'd say the Warriors have lost their passion. That's one thing they'll never lose, but they definitely did lose some go forward when Slattery went off. 100 plus meters is dynamic in 18 minutes. And one thing I do know, whatever teamless change they make, it'll probably come off now and then. They seem to just have a knack of pulling good teams out of nowhere, the Warriors. So whoever has them next week, be prepared. As now 5 minutes left in this game, they got a chance for points. Once more, good kick from McCartney, very well placed. There's bunt on the back. No, MBT comes down with it. So just nothing going to plan here for the Warriors. Even with 5 minutes left in this game, the Sharks are still turning up for each other.
Yeah, exactly right. They just, like I said, it hasn't been their night. Like, you can't have that excuse now. We're just coming into the finals. And I know that the Warriors next week, they're going to be guns out. They're going to be fiery. They're going to be probably the most fiery we've ever seen them all season. They're going to be angry. They're going to want that win more than anything else in the world. And it's good to see the fans. They're still supporting 76 minutes later, and they get down by 28 points. The game's over, and they're still cheering on the team, trying to get some points. Even if you score one, just like you said, help the point differential out for them.
Yeah, nice consolation try. Do you know by any chance who the Warriors play next week?
Hold the 10.
I can check with you before the game's done.
Lovely, yes. I love that. Yes, Barisic plays on forward. But the Sharks have Manly. That'll be a very tough game, and another impactful game on the top 8 for the Sharks. So they're just playing a lot of key games at the moment as Batchelor goes down to Hone King. And he goes past one. Hone King, unfortunately, unable to really get a move on. MBT, good in attack, better in defense here tonight. As the Warriors, it could be their last set with the ball. McCartney goes out to Wriggle. He's pushed backwards there. The bench hooker unable to really get any movement there. Now they go right again. McCartney plays out to Akatank, and he gets a nice little avenue. I guess brought down on the 40-metre line nonetheless. So at the moment, the Sharks are just coasting home as Logan Strange gets a nice little line break there and really punched into the backfield there. Going to be brought down 15 metres out from the line. So maybe this could be the time they get some points here, the Warriors. They go left now. McCartney out to Aaron White. He slices through one. He's going to be brought down just short of the line. A minute to go in this game. The last time the Warriors had the ball, what do they do with it? Levi Raymond puts in a great grubber, and Cavell pounces on it. But once again, as it has been all night, that's the tale of the night. Warriors get close, Sharks get closer, and they just can't seem to score the try.
I'm sorry to say, but I've got my fixtures mixed up. So the Warriors are actually facing you next week.
Oh, Jesus. That's not good.
It's actually the last game of the round as well, when the Sharks are versing the Raiders again. Another team at sneak in the finals as well.
Yeah, so 2 big games next week, but we'll wrap up this one first. 34 points to 6. The Sharks have come out big victors. The away team, very, very dominant here tonight. It started a bit of a tussle, but as the game went on, 2 tries in the first 8 minutes of the second half, really put this one to bed. If you look at some stats, 60% possession for the Sharks. That's the big money stat right there, and it really shows. 6 tries to 5. Errors about the same, but the tackles, Warriors had to make an extra 30 tackles, and that's going to really sap your attack. And 50 line breaks. 50 line breaks for the Sharks. That's the highest I've actually ever seen in our SRL game. and that'll be why they scored 34 points. So you look at some individual stats. Yeah, Chance Bunce, he had 120 metres in the first half, so he only ran for 30 metres in that second half. Shows you just how little ball they had. Levi Raymond, he was at hooker, so of course he has good run meters. Tiawa next best, 134. Corcoran made 20 tackles in his stint at lock, but just not a whole lot of meterage there, and that's what's going to come when you don't have a lot of the ball. And as we highlighted, Rex Slattery, 18 minutes, 103 tackles, 103 meters, 103 tackles would be phenomenal, but no, 103 meters, 7 tackles, 3 line breaks. He was sublime in his 18-minute stint. Anyone who'd like to highlight there, Dom?
Just want to have a look at the tackles. Chance Bunch had to make 22 at fullback. I think in my opinion that's a lot, especially for a fullback.
In anyone's opinion, that's a lot.
Yeah, exactly right. And I think he's had the most tackles for the entire team, and just under Joe Turner Jr. And I feel like, again, if your fullback's making 20 plus tackles a game, your behind the defense is just, it's not up to the performance that I think the Warriors would have liked. And again, I think it just wasn't their night. And in the next coming weeks, I mean, it's okay, you're probably shaking your boots at them. You're facing them next week, and
that's a bit far. That's a bit far. Always happy to verse my old friends of the Warriors. Although Bunch ripped us an absolute new one last season. Anyway, we'll flip over to the Sharks now. We'll stop talking about next week. Machigalupi, 250 metres playing at halfback, 2 tries, 4 line breaks. Yeah, he had a blinder here tonight. Drew Matthews, 24 tackles. Luke Malkus, 210 metres in that left second row. Kauskar, 185, MBT, 154. You can just see, looking at these stats, just how many extra line breaks the Sharks did in fact have and how that's translated to their meterage stats. A lot of players over 100. Even Sonny Tyre snuck over 100 with 104, although he did play at lock, so I'm not sure if you give that a pass or a fail. Perhaps a 51 out of 100. They got a resounding win, so you can't be too disappointed there. Thomas Usher, 141 metres from only 10 runs. So great stuff all around there for the Sharks. And that'll be us here tonight, I think, done. We have more games to come, I believe, tonight. Best of luck to everyone playing it. Yeah, we'll have... Oh, it's me up next, actually, so I'll be jumping out of this one. Got to get in the plane. Big game coming up next. That'll be all over. Good night.